Hello, happy Tuesday, and my lovely international successful entrepreneurs group. Can you hear me well? And I hope you guys are here with me this evening. Say hi if you're here, and if you're watching from replays, hashtag replay so that I can see you guys next time when you come in for the replay. So today, what are we covering? And wondering, guys, yeah, if you're watching there, if you're coming in from the StreamYard, you want to go to streamyard.com/Facebook so that I can see you guys. And today we're going to cover a very, very different topic. It's a conversation. The first time since a while since we do a conversation. And today the topic that I have a special guest this evening, and that's Eunice. And we're going to talk about using automated sales process for a real business. And this is something that we do in every part of our life right now. And let me introduce and bring in Eunice with us this evening. Hi, Eunice. Oh, I can't hear you, Eunice. Hang on, let me check. You're muted. Yeah, yeah. Hi.
Hi everyone. It's not like I'm new here.
So you guys have been seeing her for a couple of weeks now. She has been talking about ChatGPT. However, today, I mean, you have been missing me. Hopefully, you'll be missing me. And I'm back this evening and in the morning in the US. But today, what we're going to cover is just really this topic about using automated sales process for a real business. And this is something that is truly what we do right now. So I wanted to have a conversation with Eunice. Eunice, you want to give, just for some people who don't know who you are, you want to give them a short introduction about what you really do as a system strategist.
Hi everyone. I'm Eunice Ng. So as a business process and system strategist, what I do is I help SME business owners to streamline their sales process online, bringing what is offline to online so that they grow their business exponentially. That's what I do.
So as a business strategist myself, an entrepreneur and someone who's in the real estate for close to 30 years, over the years, I've also discovered that having leads generation is getting tougher. And it's so important to go digital. Otherwise, you may really lose the audience in the market. So today, I wanted to ask Eunice. Eunice, what makes you feel that it is so important to have like a automated sales process? I mean, there are so many businesses running without an automated sales process. Why do you think it is important?
Well, we have to business is a long-term thing. It's not a short-term thing. So if you're thinking of doing your business long-term, automated system is way to go because first thing first, people come and go in your business. So when people come and go, when the turnaround is high, basically it means that you have to spend more money on employing stuff. And then if you employ stuff, you have to do onboarding again and again. And if that is a core thing that you need to do, then you have to have a HR department to take care of that. And then that means you add resources. So whenever you add resources, and sometimes resources can be streamlined in a way it can be lean yet still productive. So what I do is that when back in the corporate days, what I see about big companies is that at what juncture they are going to restructure. Why? Because they want to cut costs, they want to save costs. And actually, that's where I come in. I always have to do the bad stuff. I have to like kind of review the resources. Oh, this is redundant. Let's cut this off. This is my job. That was my job back then. I felt a bit of depressed because it's like I'm cutting off people and I'm laying off people. So it's part of my job. Of course, I deal with data. I don't go and do the talking like you are relieved from your job. That's the hardest part. But then still on the part with data and then with analytics, I need to send a report to my boss and I kind of point out this person has to go. So this supplier has to go. These resources have to go. So basically, before you even go there, so as we are starting on, or perhaps you're scaling, you're at the point of scaling and you're starting on, this is the best time to actually lay the right foundation for your business so that you don't go there. You don't go wasting a lot of money to restructure one thing. Second thing, and then you spend unnecessarily on the softwares, on tools and systems that you don't really need at the moment. Now, why sales process is important? Now, if anyone here, if you know, like we have in big corporations, we have multiple departments, right? We have marketing, we have HR department, we have IT department, we have accounting department, finance. So which one is actually a profit center? And yeah, so Stella, maybe you can answer me. You have
Yeah,
been in corporate.
obviously, it's marketing, isn't it? Because otherwise, there's no business. And actually, to add on to what you just shared, I think it's not just about cutting staff whatsoever. In this, especially after the pandemic, you can see that a lot of companies streamline. So, like even for
Mm,
many corporates, they realize there is no need for certain headcounts because their job scope is sort of redundant, and
yes.
that's because they actually created online systems and processes as well. And with that in place, it is so important to actually upskill ourselves. Yeah, for a lot of business owners as well, or whether you're working for someone, it's important to upskill yourself so that you actually have the skill set to actually uh, contribute to the company. So, like you said, one of the most important role is actually marketing, because without business, there will not be any P&L. There's no revenue, how to employ. And having personally, today's topic, we really want to cover this a real case study, because personally myself, I've worked with Eunice to actually incorporate the automated sales process now for about a year right now into our business system. And with that process, we realized it was so much easier for us in lead generation, cultivating the leads, creating follow-up system. Of course, I'm not saying that everything will happen overnight. It needs time and process to build it up. However, starting somewhere, like what you said just now, getting prepared for it, before you even scale, starting the process of it and making certain things in place will actually, one, make your business more efficient, shorten learning curve, and be in competition. And most importantly, as a business, I actually reduce a lot of labor costs. That's a fact. We have a very lean team. The tech is actually outsourced to Eunice and her team. So a lot of the business process otherwise is actually automated. So we focus on delivering real value to the clients. And then a lot of the processes are actually back end being automated. Yeah, good evening. Yeah, Florence, been a long time since we
Hi.
last talked, especially that I've not been online doing these Facebook lives except Eunice. Yeah. So yeah, we were just talking about efficiency. I think we are technically about a 5-person team or less. And the kind of work that we do is still generating very decent income. We have, I mean, one of the main areas of business that I focus in for 2023 this year is actually on the real estate front. And that's automating the process of real estate, trainings, coachings, engaging a community. Yeah. Hi, Florence.
Hi, Lauren.
Florence, great to see you both. Awesome. Yeah, great to have you.
Likewise.
Yeah. So if I had not started the automated sales process a year ago and begin building it up over time, like I said, it's not overnight, it's over time, we will not have quite a streamlined process now, I would say. Quite streamlined. Of course, it's not still not 100% because we are building it up as it comes. Yeah,
Yes.
however, it has allowed us to grow our business exponentially. Yeah, Eunice?
Yes, definitely. Imagine yourself doing six-figure weekend. It's not like over a month, it's over a weekend. So if you actually can do that, like six-figure over 2 days in a weekend, would you consider streamlining your business process or your sales process? Basically, Stella has just said of all the departments, yes, only sales and marketing is the profit center. The rest of them are really cost center, like IT, support, customer service. These are all cost center. We have to kind of as an as a business owner, we have to cough up, well, I would say invest in resources in those areas, so that we can bring in more customer satisfaction, of course better technology. But of all things, business owners come with one thing. I think a lot of us here in Successful Entrepreneurs have a great vision and mission in mind. So you started your business doing that. However, sometimes you feel like, oh, I need to handle the tech. Oh, I need to handle the accounting. Ooh, I need to handle, but that is not like your genius. So, and then somehow we got distracted, and then we're not getting anywhere, and then we get frustrated, and then we're thinking like giving up. So this is the pain that every entrepreneur is going through. I mean, I myself been through, and then at points that I got so overwhelmed, it's like, can I do this? Can I go on? Yeah, at the end of the day, if you have a system in place, yeah, the pain is going to be like at the beginning of building the bricks, because you're laying the bricks like brick by brick. But after that, when you have the system in place, you have the process streamlined, and then you transfer it into a system, which means that things are happening automated. So um, while Stella is sleeping, right? Actually, she is generating leads online while she's sleeping. So how can that happen? It's because she has a streamlined process with a system, you know,
Yeah.
and that makes a difference. Yeah.
Florence say yes, only sales and marketing brings in the dollars and cents. The rest mostly a cost center, if not all. And as you guys, if you have attended some of my business coaching stuff that I mentioned before, it takes at least 7 to 12 times for someone to see you before they buy from you. However, if you can create this automated sales system, which actually generates impressions. That means people can look at you and then eventually turn into clients. That's one part of the sales process. And as a business owner, when I came into this space and started doing digital marketing space, because of COVID, right, we realized that we have to do business differently so that we can grow and scale in any climate, whether there's another COVID happening or whether, life is as usual. You know that your business systems is ongoing. So one of the focus that I always feel that a lot of entrepreneurs, they go around doing a lot of things and ended up, if you're a small team, okay, when you first started out, or you have a small team, you end up doing a lot of things. And then some of these things are not productive. You end up having to spend a lot of time on this, which is not productive because you're not focusing on the real stuff, which is the bringing in the revenue. However, then sometimes it's also HR issues. You can't find the right people to handle certain areas. Then you end up, it's a chicken and egg thing. You're going to employ, you train this person, maybe it's not suitable, and it's just another cycle. And then you end up having no time to run the real business. So when I enter this front from the digital perspective, I was looking for long-term business process because I know the world is different and I have to start it out right from the beginning differently. So that one, the first part of the business, the lead generation comes straightforward. Like what Eunice say, we can generate leads as we sleep. Then two, how then we then convert these leads eventually to real clients. And that's when we have social media and we have email systems and follow-up systems with all these people who touch base with us. And even asking questions, how are we going to do the customer service? So from all this perspective, when I look at it, I know that if I have to employ someone to look into all these areas, how about finding a process that automates itself so that I can use a system and have an automated response to some of these that doesn't require too many people, too much hard work. And that's when I actually went in to start this whole sales process, automation of sales process with Eunice. And we discovered that some of the things can be taken off you. So for example, generation of leads, having a sales funnel, a landing page, a sales page, in other words, to actually bring in your clients who may be looking at your things. That's one part that can be automated. Then we will go down to, for example, social media, organic marketing. Organic marketing, do we really have to be there all the time? And if we are there all the time, technically you're always on the mobile phone. Then you have no time to rest your mind. Yeah. So what's the difference between that and gaming all the time? Right. Yeah. So you don't have a very calm mind. You have to end up being following up on people all the time. So can we automate the sales, the organic sales through a social media system which is automated? That was my thought process as well. And number three, if someone asks me a question, can I have a system that automatically respond to them so that I save the CRM process, a salesperson like at the chat room answering questions? Then how about the email? Oh my God, if I have to write tons of emails all the time and handle all these front end, back end inquiries, SMSs, follow up to whether it's a webinar, a masterclass, whatsoever, then same thing. I will be I'll be like an octopus with many hands. If not, I have to employ different people. If I employ different people, that's cost to me. So I was looking at what is the cheapest way to reduce costs and not have some of these done by third parties. And sometimes it's also not about the cost, it's about managing HR and having the right people to do the job. So if some of these functions can be automated through a system, that was what I was looking for. And that's when we decided to, embark on this automation of sales process, and we have all these automated. Of course, now better with AI and the efficiency of the work, it has actually, short a lot of time has been saved with AI.
Yes,
Yeah, Eunice?
absolutely, absolutely, yes. What we used to do like hours or days or even months is now shortened to days, minutes, and seconds. That's AI. That's power of AI. And of course, some of you may feel like AI is so overwhelming. It's something new. It's okay. Every time a new technology comes around, this is what we feel. It's the same thing. Remember, we were using Nokia. I think all of you know Nokia. I think we are around the same age, probably. Okay, maybe you're younger, then maybe you don't. But Motorola, I used to work for this company, and these are the in thing when I was in university. When that those were the in phone, the best phones that you could have. And imagine not overnight, but then after the smartphones came about, what happened? Totally disrupted the entire, industry. And basically, it took over. Like at first, you may think like, oh, I'm okay to settle with Nokia phone because I'll just call in and out and do text messaging. That's what happened to my mom and dad. But after a while, they were like, oh, they're missing out. And they start changing. And then my mom was even more on Facebook than me after that. So that was like how it could actually change us. And the same thing goes with technology. It's actually technology and people go hand in hand. Um, I would say rather than we focus on technology, now let's look at the process first. So first thing first, whether is it you want to hire someone first, people, or do you focus on streamlining your process first or build a system first? Which one comes first? So if for those of you that have actually come to our workshop, you probably know which one should come first. Anyone here would like to have a wild guess? Is it people? Is it system? Is it process? Which one should come first when you are actually building up your business to grow and to scale, get it ready to fly? Florin, are you still with us? If you are, maybe you could just kind of give an answer. I believe Stella still can remember. Do you? Yeah.
You can share. I don't.
Oh, really? You don't? Wait, let's take a wild guess. Let's take a wild
No,
guess.
Florent went system
System number one. What's the next? Is it process or people?
process.
Process. Okay.
Actually,
So
personally, to me, I know you have a structure on the system, people, and process. However, personally, it depends on where you are in business as well, I
yes,
guess. Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
So Florence say people.
Mm. So
So if
I'm
you are
looking
starting
at
out as a business, I
yes,
guess that's a
yes,
bit different. Or if you are already on a scaling, it's also
yes,
different. Yeah.
exactly.
So it depends on where you are in business as well.
Right. Yeah, it really that is so true because whenever I come when I hop onto strategy call and someone book a call with me, that's the first thing first that I ask them, where are you in your business right now? I mean, I can't give a one solution that fits everyone. I mean, generally speaking, there's a structure to it. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm focusing on people that are starting out and people that businesses that are scaling. So, if you are starting out, the best is to look at your processes first. Because if you don't have a process, if you build system over it, you don't know what you're building. One
Yeah.
thing, you don't have a structure, right? And if you're hiring people, you don't know who to hire because you're just hiring without knowing what to do next.
Yeah.
Basically, you are filling up spots, okay, that you think need to be filled up, but then they end up being redundant. At the end of the day, it goes back to the cycle of restructuring. So that is why I come with a structure. Number
Yes.
two, for those that are scaling, okay, scaling, maybe you have already a team. Now, I'm not asking you to lay off all the whole team. No, that's not the purpose. And then if you have a team, then you want to get them to learn a new system or you want to direct them to a new process. It's harder, because they are already used to the process, to the system that they are already using. So when you are actually doing this, then as a business owner, you have to be really thoughtful in a sense that how you can change, you manage the change for the people and for the systems. So when it comes to system, it's very costly. You're going to change the structure of your system, or you're going to develop a new system, or you can buy off the shelf an entire new system to replace the existing one, which come with a cost. So that's where I come in, because if you want to streamline and save costs at the same time, so it's best to look at the process, because process is free.
Yeah, exactly.
Streamline process is free. Yes.
Yeah, I think you're so right on in the sense that some people they focus on system. You end up
Mm.
building a white elephant. That's
Yes.
totally not relevant for your business. Either you over provide if when the business
Yes.
is not there yet, or you under provide, and then after that you have to spend more money to upgrade the system. Then you end up cost after cost, and then you on top of that you have to employ the people to manage the system. Is really a lot of cost. That's why when I mean I really appreciate when you share that the sequence for people here, because some people they focus on the business. A lot of entrepreneurs focus in what's their zone of genius, means doing
Yes.
what they do well. However, they don't work on the whole process of the business growth. And if they
Mm.
don't work on the process of the business growth and fit in at the very beginning, they realize that after a while they are tired out because they end up having a lot of time to fulfill certain things themselves, or they employ the wrong people, or they spend a lot of money on system. However, when you understand the whole business growth process that you want to build, in order to first thing first get in the revenue,
Yes.
what is the one that can get you the revenue at the lowest cost possible?
Mm.
The process itself is people, is your client, is how you land with your leads, how you nurture your leads, how then you constantly engage them so that you turn them into real clients that needs your services. And then through this process, you build that system that's required and also get the right people to fit in those systems. I mean, that's my personal take on this journey myself, because I realized that with digital marketing, with all this current progress of technology, this is really a much easier way right now versus in the past. Businesses really don't have all this, and you have to engage externally. People build a whole system for you to be ready for business. Whereas right now, there are different kinds of platforms out there which can shorten our learning curve, and is being open and to be willing to embrace all these and fit it in. So the question is, do you really have a system in place, a process in place? Let's start with process first. Do you have a process, a top process first? Let's begin with the top process of how your business should grow, and what are the system? And can we find a system that's cheap, easy, and requires little manpower? That's my premise when I first started building my system. Is it going to be simple, easy to use, require little people? And most importantly, number one is cheap lah. I think cheap is of course
Affordable, I would say. Affordable.
affordable. Okay, let's just use the
Yeah.
word affordable. So that's when I go around searching and I couldn't find, because when I first started building up my system, I was paying one program, one platform, one software, and I actually track every single platform I use. And I realized that you need multiple platforms, system softwares in order to incorporate to build one streamlined process for lead generation. And with that, the cost is humongous. And
Mm.
so when I chanced upon a current system that we're using, I decided to hop in because it saved me time, money, resources, easy, and I don't need a big team. In fact, right now we are operating it almost quite to I wouldn't even say 100% is yet. We're probably at 60 to 70% in terms
Yes.
of the features. In terms of the features, and we're already generating very, very good income and very streamlined process without having to have a lot of people in place. And we some of these functions, I think it's also important for people to realize that some of the functions, like for example accounting, can be outsourced, right? We just focus in the business process. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, I mean, now, if you're actually in the beginning, starting now, that's great news. And if you're at the beginning of scaling as well, it's also good news. Now, does it mean like if you're a big multinational company now that now you want to restructure is a bad thing? No, it's not at all, because you would have to have the resources to do your restructuring, of course. So what I'm saying is that now that if you have a system at the same time that can streamline your processes for you, because it has a built-in process within it, why not use it to help you? I think that actually simplify our processes a lot, because we don't have to reinvent the wheel. It's already in the system. Like, I've been working in software development, system development, for the 20 years, with programmers and business holders, so business stakeholders. So what happened was that we used to like plan, analyze to come up with a new software from scratch, and then at the time we launched, 3 years down the road, we have spent millions of dollars and decided not to launch. That is a big pain. That was a total, because when it comes to software apps, there's a huge burning rate at the beginning of developing. So you can't imagine like the amount of money you have to reinvest into having this product, and then keep on building up on top of it. Now, if you have something that's off the shelf, is affordable, it helps you to streamline the process while you're having a system already pre-built for you, so that you can train your people to use it effectively, productively. I don't see a reason why not.
Yeah.
Would you say
So
no to this
actually,
system?
I think Eunice, would you like to share what are the clients, what are people you help, what kind of businesses that you
Mm,
you help, who do
yeah.
you help?
Okay. Let me share a story about Aaron. Aaron Sim, Wealth Mentors, is a founder of Wealth Mentors. So what he had a big team, and he had people supporting him with the systems. He has a lot of systems. Back in the days, of course, he has been in the industry for many years. And what he did, he has a separate email campaign provider. He's as a robust CRM, very good one. And then he has a lot of tiny softwares. So when actually he hopped onto a strategy call with me, I actually gave him an audit list, and then I said, let's list out all these apps or software that you are using for digital marketing, and let's have a look at their subscription, and let's look at what you're having. And in fact, he has like, I don't know how many funnel builders he had, membership sites, builder, and then multiple customer support thing. There's a multiple software that does the same thing. Then I asked him, why did you buy this? It's just exactly the same thing. Do you know that? Oh, I have no idea, because my tech people said buy, so I bought.
Mm,
And over the years, of course, people come and go, your employees will change, right? They evolve. So what happened was that as people change, another talent come in, and they are so used to another system, they're going to tell you this is a better system. And because of that, you never stop buying. You don't know what you're buying, one thing, because that is not your industry. You don't know what the software does. And then because you're listening to the expertise, so this is the area that you think, okay, they know better, so I'll get it. But you don't know that the other subscriptions are running and becoming redundant, yet the subscriptions are ongoing. Imagine how much money is actually you're putting out there without you knowing it. So
So
first thing
there's a
first.
lot of extra cost which is unnecessary.
Yes, over, I think we calculator is like about 25,000 US dollars.
Ooh.
Yeah, you could have saved it if you could cut off certain things.
So am I
On
right to say that you help entrepreneurs actually look into their business systems, whether you're starting out on your own at the very beginning or have a small team or already currently have a huge team, you can actually help them look at what's the business process like so that you can actually suggest how to build it up and keep costs low and as well as have a very simple systems and process.
so that they can scale faster because you can leverage the resources better. What you invest in, you can choose to invest in other things that help you to scale faster. So that is my aim, and that's my goal. Because like one of my clients that run I mean, she didn't have e-commerce before meeting me. So she has an organic shop. She's running it, and then she has a homeopathy practice. And
So
then
it's
what
for
happened
offline business.
is an offline business. So she didn't have a sales process. I mean, sales process is like someone comes to your
Do
retail shop,
sales.
and then yeah, you sell them product. You tell them this is a good product. Okay, this is how you sell it. That's it. Then I asked them, so basically what happened when someone comes in? Okay, you have what kind of clients? So she will tell me she has patients as client number one, and she also have just product buyers, consumers. So there are different layers of process. When I break it out to her, then I told her how you can use a system to run this effectively. First thing first, you need to streamline your process, as in the flow of your business.
Business
Then
systems
yeah,
process.
then she can kind of see the overview. Oh, okay, and this is how I translate into system, and I select the system that can help you best to scale your business. And because it's based in Malaysia, then I will look into the costing. Like there are different payment gateways available right now, like international ones and also local ones. So because her client base is based in local, so what I do is that I cater the best. I mean, I select those that are more relevant for her. It's not necessarily okay. My client A use A, so I ask you to use A because I want affiliate income from it. It doesn't work that way for me, because ultimately, if my client grow, that's the result that I have a fair share of. So I'm happy to do that
I
for.
guess whether you have an offline, online business, whether you're currently right now at the very start out of your own journey, or whether you're already in the business for a long time, sales is the most important process that you want to build, the sales process. And if the sales process can automatically generate you leads, continue to give you more leads while you sleep, I think that's most important for any business, especially in this era when competition is always there. So, Eunice, I understand that you can actually offer this call to anyone who wants to look into their sales process so that they can actually streamline it, keep costs low, have less manpower, less costing, whether software or human or capital costs, so that they can achieve better results. I think at the end of the day, we all know, right? Sales revenue minus cost equals to your real profit, and you want to increase your profit.
Yes.
So how can we reduce the cost component and but yet increase the revenue? The two components are
Yeah.
taken care of
Then
to
you're
achieve the
scaling.
final result. Then you are scaling. You either increase the revenue, reduce cost, right? In order to get the same result. Yeah.
So you don't have to choose either or, you choose and. So you grow your revenue and then at the same time you reduce your cost, that equivalent to scaling.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for anyone who wants Eunice to actually look at your business system right now, the sales process, the potential sales process, whether as a new setup or someone who's already been in business for a while, whether you're an entrepreneur, I think this is totally relevant, whether you're a financial consultant or entrepreneur. These are salespeople out there. You want to actually look at what are sales process, salespeople or entrepreneurs. You want to look at what are the system in order to build a sales process which can generate leads while you sleep. Then you want to hop on a call with Eunice. Yeah, the link is below exponentialprofits.com/support now. And that's where Eunice can take you into a journey of discovery and potentially save you like 25,000 for Aaron and for her offline for her customer who was in offline business. Now she has a
E-commerce
online
online.
yeah.
Yeah. So during the pandemic, her patients still have the resources to help themselves, and at the same time, she's still doing business during, and it was launched like within 10 days. Can you
Oh
imagine?
wow. So
Yes,
shorten the timing of a setup. Yeah. So I guess at the end of the day, as business entrepreneurs in these international successful entrepreneurs, you're here for a reason. You are some of you are looking at networking, some of you are looking at marketing, some of you are looking at increasing sales revenue. I think it is a chance for you to figure out some of the online resources that you can use for yourself. Of course, Eunice actually helps in on a very very regular basis now to give online training. So if you guys are on coming to these Tuesdays training, you'll be benefiting from the resources that she has been giving out to the community. And I believe she's also coming out with some workshops in the month to come. Yeah. So I look forward to seeing you guys hopping in on Tuesday's live because this is something she give away for free, her time to be also with us this evening to talk about the real business processes. And this is the reason why we want to have this conversation is because this is really what I use to grow my business from 0 to 6 figures in the first month. Yeah, that was the first month. And when we first started that process, and eventually now is the business is scaling. Yeah, and there's I mean I'm pretty free. I'm pretty free in that sense. So I think that's what we as business owners want. We don't want to be in the business all the time. We want to be on the business, working on the growth, and some things can be taken care of that by the technology. Yeah.
absolutely. Technology, leverage on technology while it's there. It's there. So why not? Use it to replicate you, use it to uh, stand out, just scale and grow your business while you grow your skill sets, to take you elsewhere. That's what
Yeah.
I feel about it. Mm,
So don't miss this opportunity. It's a free call. Yeah, it's a free call. It's a time. Her time is worth thousands of dollars. So you want to hop in, have a chat with her so that you can find some of the golden nuggets for your own business. Yeah. So look forward to seeing you all next week, next Tuesday, and bye for now.
thanks, Stella. Thank you, everyone. Good night.